Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on the types of supply chain members. So, who are the supply chain members? Without further ado, without further delay, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. However, before I do so, I wanted to preface this video by stating that the members of a supply chain can vary from supply chain to supply chain. Every supply chain is disparate from one another. They are not homogeneous, to say the least. However, the fewer supply chain members you have, the less prone you are to succumb into supply chain bottlenecks. You do not want to succumb to supply chain bottlenecks. You want to preempt succumbing to supply chain bottlenecks, and if you do encounter supply chain bottleneck, you want to be able to expeditiously remedy it. You do not want this supply chain bottleneck to become an impediment that stymies, stifles, encumbers, nor impedes supply chain business operations for a prolonged period of time. So make sure that it is rectified immediately. Do not desist, abstain, nor refrain from doing so. Supply chain bottlenecks need to be resolved in an expeditious manner. And it should not become a prolonged, calamitous issue that persists for a substantial amount of time. So, as per the types of supply chain members, supply chains are typically comprised of manufacturers, distributors, wholesalers, and retailers. And of course, it could be comprised of additional supply chain members such as vendors and transportation companies. The supply chain members should harmoniously work together in unison to ensure that products are able to seamlessly flow through the supply chain in order to be able to reach the customers. There should also be transparent, open lines of frequent communication among members of the supply chains. That way, supply chains are all the more poised, all the more primed, and all the more apt to conduct their business operations efficiently. Supply chain members should always maintain frequent correspondence and harmoniously work together in order to ensure that the products will be able to seamlessly flow through the supply chain in order to be able to reach the end users in a punctual manner. So, the supply chain members each fulfill specialized roles. They diligently fulfill specialized roles within their scope of competence. Vendors supply raw materials to manufacturers. Manufacturers produce products which customers are at liberty to procure at any given moment. Distributors sell products to wholesalers. Wholesalers sell products to retailers. And of course, retailers sell products to customers. Transportation companies transport products, which allows them to flow through the supply chain from supply chain member to supply chain member. Not every supply chain member is limited to performing a single function. Manufacturers, for instance, are at liberty to market their products and provide customer service if they so choose to do so.